is Teflon, I believe. But each of the suits are custom made to each of the astronauts. And as we continue to get crew ready to depart the space station, we are now joined by NASA's Commercial Crew Program Manager, Steve Stitch from Houston. Steve, thanks for popping in, and we're hoping you can give us some insight to the steps NASA and SpaceX have taken to get ready for tonight's return.
Okay, hey, thank you very much. It's great to be here. It's pretty exciting to watch the crew getting ready to undock here in just a little bit under hours. We've spent a lot of time over the last week or so getting ready to come home. One of the big factors has been weather and trying to find the right circumstances and situation to bring the crew home. So what we typically do is we start looking at weather. We were originally going to undock and land on Wednesday, and so around Monday we started looking at the trends in the weather and evaluating all the different sites and trying to find the best option to come home. And so it's taken a little while to find that optimal weather. Really what we're looking for is winds under about 6 to 8 miles per hour in that range. And so we've been looking at the sites over the last few days, and it turns out that the best site over the last 3 days or so is in this Panama City site. And so that's really one of the things we've been doing. I can tell you a little bit more details about
et des expériences, voilà. Merci de savoir vous, Américain, NASA, Intersub, Open. Mais non. C'est Intersub Open et la France, la Chine, tous les pays au monde. Voilà. Mais voilà. Et je m'appelle voir à vous. Merci de partager. Mais ça va vous, c'est... Ouais. Oui, Antoine. On a déjà se peine et on arrive. Voilà. Merci de partager.
Mission which landed in January. That was a night landing, and the SpaceX team recovered that vehicle, and the Crew Dragon and Cargo Dragon are very much identical. So we've been getting ready for this opportunity, and the primary switch was really for the weather. Right now the weather forecast for this particular landing is winds on the order of about 3 miles per hour, and the sea states are about 1 foot. So I got some pictures today from the ship and the recovery ship, and the water looks just like glass. And so when we were looking at opportunities and we debated this switch tonight very carefully, one of the big considerations was the weather was so good and so benign. So we're putting the crew and the vehicle down in very benign winds and very benign waves. And so that's best for the crew and best for the vehicle. And then when we looked at the night opportunity, it turns out that we'll have quite a bit of moonlight. We'll have a few high clouds, maybe around 22,000 feet, but they'll be very thin. And so we'll have a good moonlight out in that area as well. And then the ships have lots of lighting and lots of night capability. And so the fast boats from the SpaceX Go Navigator ship will go out, and they'll be at the capsule in about 10 minutes after splashdown. So when we weighed all those options, it just looked like this was the best time to come home, the opportunity. When we looked at the winds for most of the week at these daytime opportunities, the winds were pretty high. And so, after we talked about it for several days, we convinced ourselves, hey, the right thing to do is bring the crew home. And this night opportunity, the vehicle and the recovery team are certified to go do that operation. We talked it over carefully with the SpaceX recovery team, and they're ready to go. And in fact, the ship's out there on position right now, ready for the recovery.
Well, thanks so much for the time, Steve. Do you have any final thoughts before we let you get back to the operations?
No, I would just say we're excited about the turn. Entry is always a nervous time for me and NASA. I'm really excited for the landing. I'm very proud of the teams that worked so hard on this mission for all these months while the crew was on station and preparing for that mission. if you just step back and think about this month of April now heading into May, it's been very busy for commercial crew. We had a port locate of this vehicle early in the month on April the 5th, launched not very many days ago now, just a little over a week ago on April the 23rd, and then now this return and landing for the Crew 1 vehicle and crew, and it's just an exciting time. I can't thank the teams enough for all their hard work at SpaceX, at NASA, across the country. It's a very big team effort, not only between NASA and SpaceX, but the FAA is involved in clearing the airspace for the landing. The Coast Guard's involved in making sure we have notice to mariners and boats out and also patrolling the area. The Federal Communication Commission looking at the reentry and communications. And then finally, the Department of Defense.
Attendez, le mieux est voix à vous et qui Thomas Pesté. Ne vous pas peut-être des jeunes, voilà. Alors, Thomas Pesté. Thomas Pesquet, attendez. Petite route. Elle est froid américain. Et Thomas Pesté. Et un français. Cherche français et mon petit français. Thomas Pesté. Ah bah yes 2. Non. Tant pis. Voilà.
Not too long ago, so I assume it was done by procedure correctly, but we'll see.
Ouais, et Thomas Pesté. C'est fini? Ouais, là, il n'y a pas de temps en fait. Là, il y a des petits temps. Voilà. Et pas en France. Oui, NASA. C'est à NASA, oui. Oui, Antoine. NASA. Lu macam cuma sposa. Peut-être ni. Non. Voilà. C'est un hasard. Là, tu as open. Hein, et tout ça. Là, le machin foncé. Attendez, tu peux voir le machin foncé. Le père peut voir. Non, on peut pas. Bon, pas de monde. Elle peut effacer les livres. Là, il y a un personne, je vois personne mettre de lien, personne ici mettre de lien. Alors, ça, assume open. Ah bah, ok. Hide me. De peut-être pas par lui, nous faire un test. Pas oui ou pas. Merci de revoir. Ciao. Bye.